Hi everyone, it's Dan here from Flexxable, and today I want to talk about the webinar I did on Monday with a guy called Sam Gupta. I've been in the pay per lead game for a very long time now. In fact, Flexxable is probably the world leader when it comes to pay per lead marketing. And I've heard a lot of feedback over the years of people that sometimes struggle with ads and building funnels and all of that tech stuff. So I've been able to put together some training inside this webinar where we teach you how to start a pay per lead business without having to run any ads or build any funnels or anything like that at all. Okay, it's purely just being able to speak to clients and close them, and we have a solution for you to be able to create some passive income off the back of that. So there's no SEO, there's no kind of Facebook ads or TikTok ads or funnels or anything like that at all. This truly is a special thing that we put together. I hope you enjoy it. Take care. Let's just get started. So today's webinar is on a new way of doing pay per lead. It's without ad spend, and it's a little business in a box here. I'm really excited about getting started. I'm here with Sam Gupta, and this is how we get paid 75 plus per lead, but we refuse to spend a penny of our own money on leads, on ads, or in anything like that. So a lot of you folks know me by now. I've got a lead gen agency in the UK and North America, and also have my Flexxable education hub, as you're probably aware. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Sam. So Sam, tell us a little bit about yourself, and we'll go into your pay per lead journey in a sec. But yeah, let us know your journey with marketing and what that looked like.
Sure. So I'm in Michigan, USA. I've been in business 16 years, and I've been in digital marketing, the traditional things like building websites, SEO, social media, the traditional digital marketing services. We've done a lot. We've done over 2,000 websites in our career here. But one thing that really appealed to me when I heard your message of getting paid on a pay-per-lead basis, that just intrigued me. And so I'm sure you're going to cover this, but I actually bought your program, Dan, 3 years ago. That's how I learned about it. And that's a lot of the concepts that you share are things that have been incorporated into the Configurator system as well.
Okay. Which we'll touch on in a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So also, first of all, what we're going to cover today, we're going to talk a little bit about Sam's story with pay per lead. When he came into the Flexxable program, what he struggled with, what he was good at, and whether or not he's the only one having these problems. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the pay per lead solution he came up with. Then we're going to get a volunteer. Sam's solution is very interactive. And then we're going to talk about what Sam and I have put together, how you can get involved, and then some Q&A at the end. All right. So tell us, Sam, a little bit about what happened after you bought my program and what that looked like. Like what happened immediately, what went wrong, what went right. Just tell us a little bit.
So I love the pay-per-lead concept. And since we had a number of clients, I went and approached them and said, hey, how about paying us on a pay-per-lead basis? Two things happened. One, I found it very risky and a little bit hard because I had to put my own money out to try to acquire traffic and leads. Now, luckily, these were existing clients, so I didn't have as much challenge. But that was not really the struggle that I faced. We started getting leads like crazy, like from Facebook. One client in particular, window and door company, in like a week, we got over 100 leads for him at about like $2.36 per lead. It was phenomenal. We got the leads to him, very, very excited. And then 2 weeks later, I followed up with them. All the leads were, according to them, crap. None of them, they were even able to set an appointment with. And then I experienced that with the second client and third client. The struggle, the challenge was not the quantity of leads. It was the quality of leads. I just could not get the quality and get them consistently.
Okay. So it sounds like, for me, you were good at the sales, you were good at the client relationships, you were decent at generating the leads. However, the client struggled to close them for whatever reason.
you know.
Okay. All right. So for me, this, it's a story that I kind of hear quite a lot. Within my program, we have got a lot of people that have a lot of success running traffic and generating leads from Facebook and YouTube and Google, and some really successful people. But there is some people in my community that I talk to that kind of struggle with the lead generation and the media buying side of things. And kind of Sam's not the only person that I've spoken to that's had some of these issues, who's kind of great at sales, great at the client relationships, can do some media buying. Well, from what I heard, Sam, you weren't the best at it. Is that right?
I think you put it nicely. I sucked at it.
Yes. So it wasn't your thing, right?
It was not my thing.
So, I don't want to, obviously I've built a whole business around pay-per-lead. I've had a very successful agency. We've got people in our program that are doing multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars a month in profit. This guy down here messaged me the other day. He's doing 25K consistently in revenue from Facebook and YouTube ads. So it's really powerful. But on the other hand, there's some people that do struggle to deliver leads at scale with paid ads, right? So, which is why, Sam, tell me a little bit about how you kind of chased me up and what that looked like and what the plan was, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so when this problem arose of quality of leads, I started my journey on trying to figure it out. And
yeah,
I had a real tough time trying to see anybody that had a solution, a viable solution. Since I couldn't, I kind of created my own. I did this, signed up clients, was having success. And I just wanted to share it with you because you inspired me with a lot of these concepts. So I requested a meeting, but since you're very busy, it took a few months to be able to get the opportunity to present the Configurator program to you. But once I think you saw it in like a 7-minute presentation, I think you saw the value in it. But it took some time to get on your calendar.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I get pitched a lot with ideas and services. But when Sam showed me what he's doing, I get pretty excited. I'm not easily blown away. It's probably one of the most simple, clean little paper lead models I've ever seen. Okay, so and the plus side is that it caters for the largest segment of the market, which is kind of the smaller clients that usually can't afford the the volume of leads, and that usually the ones that you can't do much with because they haven't got an amazing sales team. They might only have 3 or 4 people in their business. They've got a website, but usually it's kind of hard to keep them on a pay-per-lead type contract or a retainer type contract. So when I saw what you were doing here, I was very excited. All right. So I'm not going to try and bumble through it and explain what he's doing. I think we need a volunteer. Can we get a volunteer from the audience to be able to I'll unmute you and we can get you going. He's not going to bite hard. Okay, we've got Craig. Craig, can you hear us, buddy?
I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Yep, crystal clear.
Awesome.
That's, Greg, do you mind turning on your video?
My video actually doesn't work. I'm not sure what's wrong with my computer. I'm sorry about that.
No problem. Thank you for participating. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right.
And yep.
So Sam, I'll let you take over from here with the controls. You've got everything you need?
I do. I think I do. Yes. So Craig, I'm going to request, let's you and I role play this from beginning till end. Would that be all right?
Sure.
And you have my absolute comfort in being, you can be as big an asshole as you want. Give me a tough time. You are going to be the client and I'm going to show you what the configurator is, and I'm going to try my level best to close you on this close in the next 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Okay, that way you'll get to see the what the product is and how it's sold as well. Is that fair?
Absolutely.
Okay. You can see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Craig, pick any city and state in the United States.
Denver, Colorado.
Denver. Okay, so let's assume we're gonna, for this example, we're gonna do roofing in Denver, Colorado. Okay, and so now we've got 3 companies that are showing up in the 3-pack. First Priority Roofing, Denver Roofers, Formula Roofing, and Remodeling. Pick any one of them.
Formula.
Formula. Okay. Okay, so here is Formula, and for this demonstration, imagine you are the owner of Formula. Is that fair?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, very good. Greg, thank you for meeting with me today. Today we're going to talk about lead generation. Can you tell me a little bit, how is business right now?
It's good. We're coming into our busy season, storm season in Colorado. You know, it's a good time to be a roofer. Nice margins.
Wonderful. Are you looking for more leads?
You know, could always use more business.
Let me ask a very, very specific question, because we specialize in lead generation. Are you looking for more leads or better quality leads?
Can I have both?
Of course. Why not? And approximately how much traffic are you getting to your website right now?
Not very much, Sam. You know, 1,000, maybe 1,500, something like that.
Okay. Let's go with the lower number, 1,000. Out of the 1,000, how many leads do you get every month?
Oh, I'd be lucky to get 8 or 10, something like that.
Okay, let's go with 10. Craig, here's my question to you. How do you get 1,000 visitors to come to your site? Are you spending money on Facebook, SEO, Google, YouTube? What are you doing to get 1,000 people coming to your website?
You know, I've played around with all of it. Yeah, I guess I've just kind of done that over the years. But I haven't really, I don't have a really consistent strategy to do it.
Okay. And when you said you could always use more leads, can you tell me, you're currently getting 10 leads from your website. How many more would you like?
Oh, I'd love to have, you know, 30, 40,
Okay.
50 if I could get them.
Okay. So you'd like to go from 10 to 50, an increase of 40 more leads. Here's my question to you. People come to your website, 10 become leads. What happened to the remaining 990 visitors that actually came to your website and left? Why are they leaving?
I couldn't really tell you. I don't really know, to be honest.
I do know the answer to that question.
What's that?
There are 3 things that everyone wants to know whenever they're buying anything, whether it's roofing, whether it's chiropractic, whether it's marketing service, whether it's a car. There are 3 things that everyone wants to know whenever they're buying anything at all. Craig, can you tell me what are those 3 things that everyone wants to know, especially when buying roofing?
They want to know, you know, what services are out there, what's available.
Okay.
They want to know, you know, if I can do a good job.
Okay.
And probably want to know how much it costs.
You're absolutely correct in all your assessment. Let me make it very general and broad. People want to know who you are, what can you do for them, and how much will it cost? Is that fair?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, so let's look at your website. Remember, 1,000 people come to your site every month, and I can see who you are in the About Us. I can see the services that you provide right here. So I know who you are. I can see what you do. Guess what? The only question is that you've not answered.
Yeah, I guess it would price.
Price. Everyone wants to know price. You said it. Everyone wants to know price. Can you tell me if I put a tab here, you keep your same existing website, and just like you've got all these navigation tabs, I put another tab here called pricing and another call to action here, which is 24/7 instant quote. Do you think people will click on it?
Yeah, probably, but there's too many variables involved, Sam, with the materials, the size of the roof, the slope. There's just too much to put into a pricing structure. I can't quote them on the internet.
Yes, Craig, I would not have reached out and done this if I didn't have a solution, a very, very good solution. But don't take my word for it. Let me share it with you, and then you decide if it even makes sense. Is that fair?
Sure.
Okay, so we know that if there was pricing here, people will click on it. The fact that we don't have it means we're not being as efficient as possible. So let me show you how we're solving this problem for our clients. We specialize in building lead generation configurators. Every month, 1,000 people come to your site, and 10 people become leads, 990 keep leaving your site. They did that last month, they'll do it this month, and they'll do it next month as well. Here's a lead generation configurator that we built. This is one for a roofing company. When we build one for you, it'll be customized to your brand, your look, your sequencing, your questions, your pricing model. Instead of thinking of pricing as a number, let's think of it as a range. I'm going to give you remote control access of this configurator. You have
Okay.
control of my mouse. Let's go replace our roof. And for the phone number, just put in 11111 or 123456. And let's leave one number out. Okay. An email, just put in test@test.com. Greg, you did say you wanted good quality leads, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. One of the criteria for good quality lead is getting complete information. Do you notice there's no call to action button here? The reason there's no call to action button is your phone number is not complete. If you put in one more number, you will see a call to action button.
Oh yeah, very cool.
Okay. Let's continue. Okay. So now I've given you a very broad range on how it's calculated. What would you like to do? Schedule a consultation or get an instant online quote?
Let's see how much it costs.
Now, Craig, did you notice on the right side, a broad price range just showed up? Or is my face?
Yeah, very cool.
2,220 to $15,000. And as you keep going through this, it will keep adjusting that range. Now pick your material. Did you see the price change again?
Yeah, it sure did.
Yep. And as you keep answering, it will keep adjusting it. So the visitor gets real-time results with every question that they answer. Choose financing options.
Wow, very cool.
And did you notice on the right side now, your financing price has shown up as well.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Here's an incentive to try to book an appointment, and it's already personalized with your name.
So I'm giving them $200 to schedule.
Yes. You're going to apply a $200 credit when they buy.
So I'm not forking out 200 on the
That's
front end.
Right. And when we build yours, you can customize this. You can customize how long the expiration is for, who's authorized for, the amount that you want to give. It's customized. This whole thing is customized for you.
All right. Wow, scheduled right on the calendar for me.
Just pick my address. Hey, Craig, thank you for choosing Evergreen Roofing Solutions. Our office will call to confirm your appointment. Just check your spam just in case it goes into your spam. You're scheduled for the following date and time. Here's your estimate. And if you finance it, that's your price.
That's pretty cool, Sam.
Okay. I'm not done yet. Let's continue. Let's continue. Hey, you provide a whole bunch of services. You're already going out there. Let's give the customer a choice. Hey, we also do window sliding, attic, and solar. When the salesperson comes out, would you be interested in looking at any of these as well? Great, thank you. Here's the process. We'll come out there, we'll measure everything, get everything installed, you sit back and enjoy life. And an educated buyer is the best customer, right?
Yeah, sure is. It looks really good.
Okay, let's continue. And then we can put a thank you video of you saying, thank you for visiting, whatever. Let me take over the mouse for just a second. Okay, from the roofing and remodeling, and leave that buyer saying, what a wonderful experience. You went through this, Greg. How difficult was the process?
Pretty easy.
And one of the concerns that you had was, how do I give pricing when there's so many different options and variables and slopes and material? Didn't we ask all the questions without committing ourselves to a number?
Yeah, pretty neat.
Okay, and here is, let's also address one of your biggest concerns that you said in the beginning, which was, when I said, do you want more leads or quality leads? You said, Sam, can't I have both? Because now you've given people what they wanted, pricing, which you're not currently doing, without giving them pricing, just an estimate. Now you'll stop losing, or we'll start converting more of the 1,000 visitors that are already coming to your website. You'll keep losing them if you don't answer the third question. You're only answering 2 of the three questions. So of course they're going to leave your site and go somewhere else to try to find that answer. And you said you want quality. You also want quality leads. Here's the best quality lead that you can get. I don't even see a contact form on your page here. Okay. Okay, so here it is. This is a lead for you. Name, email, phone number, and message. Do you consider this a good quality lead or an average lead or a crap lead?
I don't know. I thought it was decent before.
Okay, here's my lead. Okay, some guy named Craig at this email, this phone number, this address that saw you on Facebook has requested an inspection on this date around this time frame. He wants to replace his roof. It's not an emergency. He wants asphalt. This is the approximate square footage. This is the slope of his thing, the story, the material, how soon he's looking to get done, what phase of the buying process he's in. He's also interested in solar. This is the approximate budget. If he was not comfortable with this budget, he would not have even scheduled an appointment. And he's also interested in financing. Would you prefer this quality lead or this quality lead?
I like yours better.
So we're getting you more leads from your existing traffic and creating a better customer journey and getting the highest quality lead possible. Have we accomplished that by creating a lead generation configurator?
Yeah, I think you did. Looks pretty good. How much does that cost?
You are right. Everyone wants to know price. Is that fair? Okay.
Yeah, that's $1 million question.
Would you pay me $1 million if I answer that question?
I wish.
Okay, let's make you $1 million so you can pay us a lot more. We have built configurators for many different industries. You are in the United States, but if you were not, we've got configurators from many different countries as well. Okay, so these are all the categories that we service within home services. These are all the different configurators that can possibly be used. So now let's go to roofing. We have no contract, Craig. Everything is month to month. And here's our 3 options that we have. We will customize and build your configurator one time for $1,000. If you do a lot of volume, we've got our ultimate plan, which is $3,500 a month, and your lead cost is only $3.52. The standard is $9.97 a month, and your lead cost is $76.96. And the essential is $6.97, and your lead cost is $95.23. Right now, we're running a promotion as well, where we're giving you 100 free leads, 10 leads every month for the next 10 months. So it pretty much covers your monthly. Do any of these plans make sense for you?
So I'm paying monthly and per lead. I don't quite get that. I mean, I get paying for leads, but why do you pay monthly too?
Do you have a website right now?
My own personal?
Yes, of course you do.
Yeah.
This is your website. Mr. Klein, did you pay money to build it out?
Yep.
Do you pay a monthly hosting fee as well?
Yep.
And do you pay somebody to manage it as well?
Yep.
Let me ask you a very simple question. You want more leads, right? Do you pay Facebook to drive more traffic? Do you pay more for that?
Right.
Okay. And the reason is, here's how much, if you just want us to build a configurator out for you, it's $22,000. You're not paying $22,000, you're paying $997. So would you prefer to pay $22,000 and not pay as much in monthly and lead costs? Or would you prefer to start off $997, pay per lead, and now you're only paying if we deliver results? Also keep in mind, your first 10 leads every month are included. So that pretty much covers your monthly. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, it does. I don't want to pay 22,000. That's for sure. Could I change it if I'm running SEO or something and I start getting a lot more leads, it might get a little pricey. What?
Absolutely, Mr. Client. That's one of the things we're going to do is look at your account and see which is the best plan. There is no contract. Everything is month to month. So if there's a plan that makes better financial sense for you, we will make that recommendation to you. Absolutely. How much are you paying for leads right now?
About $100.
Ours is $76.96, and it's a better quality lead. It's exclusive as well.
That's not getting sold to anyone else. That just goes to me.
It's only you, it's real time, and it's got complete information with the highest quality that you wanted. These are people that actually came to your website. It's not somebody that is considering roofing. This is people that have come to Formula Roofing and that they're going to leave. 98% of your website, not 98, in your case, 99% of your visitors keep leaving every month. And you have two options. One, convert those visitors into the highest quality leads, or B, keep spending money on SEO and Facebook and trying to get their interest, get them to convert. Which one do you think is a better option?
Yeah, this looks pretty good.
Lastly, Mr. Client, let me ask you this very simple question. Your goal is to get from 10 to 50 leads a month. Do you think it's easier to get 40 more leads from the 990 visitors that have already come to your website, or is it easier to drive double, triple the amount of traffic and try to convert those people?
When you put it like that, it sounds like it'd be easier to convert the ones on my website.
Don't take my word for it. Let's build a custom configurator for you. Let's install it on your website. And if it works, great. Let's have a very long-term relationship. And if it doesn't work, you fire us.
That sounds pretty good. Sam, can I put that thing on a landing page if I'm running Facebook ads or something? Or does it have to go on my website?
No, let's put it everywhere. Let's put it on your Facebook account. Let's put it on your website. Let's put it on a landing page. Let's put it everywhere that you are, and let's stop losing that visitors, those people that are interested. Let's convert them into the highest quality leads.
Does that cost extra? Is that for putting it everywhere?
Let's put it everywhere. No, it doesn't cost extra. Do any of these plans make sense for you?
So if I wanted lower monthly, the lead cost goes up. Yeah, I guess probably the middle one makes the most sense as long as I can change it.
You absolutely can. So, Mr. Craig, you already have control over my mouse. Do you mind filling this out, please? Here, I'll make this easy. I'll fill it out for you. Okay.
Perfect.
There you go. And we do all our billing on credit card. Do you mind filling out your credit card? You put in your credit card number. Okay. And okay, Mr. Client, this is all your information. Build out is $997. Monthly billing is $997 on the 21st of the month. Your lead cost is $76.96, which will be on the 4th of the month. Form payments credit card, and your promo is 100 free leads, 10 per month for the next 10 months. If you're ready to get started, just hit build my configurator and we should be good to go. Okay, Craig.
Pretty slick.
That's it. Okay, enough of the role play. This is what a configurator does, and this is how it's sold.
Yeah, it looks really cool. It makes a lot of sense.
And if you also know how to run traffic, which Dan specializes in driving traffic, you can accelerate the amount of traffic that you're getting to the website and convert even more leads and get paid even more.
Yeah, get a little 2-for-1 on some of these clients.
Correct. And Greg, are you running ads right now for clients?
No.
Okay, if you were, you'd either get paid a retainer model to manage their traffic, or you'd work it on a paper lead model, but you're not making a single cent from the traffic that's already coming to their website. So if you have the skills, put a configurator on the website, generate revenue there, deliver the highest quality leads to your clients, they'll be super happy, as well as run traffic and generate additional leads for them from the same client.
It would be fun to have someone call me and say, can we run more traffic?
But the first thing you have to do before getting that is you've got to deliver the highest quality leads. Nobody's going to tell you to run additional traffic if your leads are crap. Solve the problem of leads. Now, let me share my journey. I think I shared with you that I wanted leads. I wanted quality leads from my clients. That's the thing that I could not understand. So I asked myself this question one day: what the hell is a quality lead? Everyone says quality, quality, quality. What is quality? Can you define what a quality lead is?
someone that's interested in buying, someone that has the cash and is interested in making a purchasing decision right now, I guess.
That's pretty accurate. Here's what we found. I read 50 articles. I scoured the internet to figure out what is a quality lead. And I couldn't get a complete, concise answer. So what we did is our team here, we went and we figured out exactly how leads can be classified. And we came up with our 21-point quality lead criteria. Lead name, email, phone number, address, what they're interested. That's a standard contact form. That I consider a low quality lead, right? They should be in our zip code. Remember the first question you answered was what zip code you are in. If they're not even in our zip code, we can't even service them. That's a bad quality lead. There are 21 criteria that go into deciphering what a quality lead is. We've organized them, and this is what the configurator is designed to do, to try to get as many of these 21 criteria answered, and that's why nobody will beat our quality of leads.
That's really cool.
Here are some case studies I'll share. Here's a roofing client of ours. These are all real clients. Their traffic was about 1,267 visitors per month. They were getting 12 leads, very similar to the case study you shared. And after putting a configurator, they got 37, which was a 208% increase without additional traffic to the website. I do not run a single ad, run a single SEO campaign. It's not my forte. I'm not very good at it. So I needed to figure out a better way, a different way to generate leads for clients. And this is the solution we came up with. Okay. This is a floor.
Sam, if we don't have any case studies, can we use that? Can we put our logo on the bottom of that in place of yours?
Through our white label program, that's exactly what you get. You'll get all our case studies, and you do put your logo. Our white label program is designed not to increase our brand. Nobody will even know we exist. This is really about promoting your company to your clients and making you solve the problem. We're just your back-end team building it and managing for you. We're your fulfillment center. That's the white label program that we're talking about today.
Very cool.
What other questions can I answer for you?
It looks great. I imagine the challenge in this is getting people on the phone call, the Zoom call, to show them. You know, there's a lot of claims out there. Everybody says they got the best, the highest quality, you know, you name it, the promises go on. Mm-hmm. What's your solution to getting people on the Zoom call?
So two things. It's the same. How do you get people on a call with you?
There's a lot of ways. It's all not, you know, there's nothing easy. You cold calls, you send messages. You can try and run ads, you know, you name it.
It's the same exact thing. There's no secret to this, and it's not easy. That part does not change. The part that does change is this has been structured from a selling situation to a buying situation. Did you notice when we were role-playing this, Craig, I did not sell you a single thing. You bought, you experienced it. You went through the configurator. You went down the customer journey, and I didn't tell you which plan to choose. I didn't tell you what, how to structure it. You were buying the whole time, and it was interactive. You got to actually experience it, and that's what made you want to buy rather than me trying to sell you. Did you feel that? Did you feel that it was a hardcore sales presentation?
Not at all. That's the beauty of it. I imagine you your close rate's pretty high.
It is very high, and it's not just high. I closed it on the first close. I didn't. Hopefully, you didn't feel any pressure from me. You just were guided through the journey. You picked which plan, and you filled out the form yourself. And there are two things I refuse to do. I refuse to send proposals to clients. It's a waste of time, and I refuse to invoice clients. It's all fully automated. So we link up the Stripe account. once you hit build my configurator, it automatically sends the client a receipt. Everything is done, money's in your account, and then our team gets busy building the configurator for that client. It's a complete automated system to make the customer journey as easy as possible and for us to acquire clients as easy as possible.
Sam, what are you closing at the moment?
When I first started off, I was closer to, of course, the 10% mark, but right now I'm close to 70% closing. 70%, if I do 100 presentations, 70% of them will close into clients, and 70% of the time they'll close on the first call.
Amazing.
You made it look really easy. Yeah, just a conversation.
Correct, because we have to understand the psychology of the buying cycle and why somebody, we always ask this question, why somebody, we want to sell, we want them to become clients, but we have to also ask, why should somebody want to do business with us? Why should they? And we have to overcome the objections before they even become objections. And we have to look at it from the customer standpoint. If we do that, they will want to buy rather than us wanting to sell.
Yeah, very good. I agree.
Yep. That is the configurator program, and I don't want to do anything else for the rest of my life. I don't want to ever build another website. I don't want to ever run another social media campaign for clients. This is the only thing, and there's so much opportunity. Greg, you picked the city and state, right?
Yes.
And you picked which out of the various roofing companies, you picked which roofing company, right? The reason I made you do that is to show you, doesn't matter. The opportunity is so wild. Everybody that has a website in a service industry should have a configurator. And we've got configurators for many, many, many different industries.
That looks great. How many?
We've got 40 active industries, and we're building new industries out every day. Window companies, roofing companies, solar companies, personal injury attorneys, plastic surgeons, you name it, we can do that.
That's so big. You wouldn't even need to go with a bunch of industries. You could pick one and there's enough to keep you busy forever.
That is correct. Greg, I'm very grateful. Thank you for volunteering. And I'd asked you to be somewhat of an asshole. If that was being an asshole, you're probably one of the nicest guys out there.
No, that was, it just makes a lot of sense. It's pretty easy flow. The hard part for me was the monthly and the lead, paying per lead to, kind of hit them up on both. I think that's the hard part to explain.
I can tell you this, that 100% of my clients are on that plan. 100%. Everyone pays me a monthly and everyone pays me a per lead fee. Have you heard the phrase, you can't have your cake and eat it too?
Of course.
Can you tell me why?
There's just no such thing as a free ride.
Not free ride. Why can't you have your cake and eat it too? Why can't I have a retainer and a pay per lead model combined in one? Until somebody can explain it to me why that's not possible, I refuse to believe it. And the reason I refuse to believe it, because 100% of our clients are paying us a monthly and they're paying us a per lead fee as well.
How many you got, Sam, now, just out of interest?
Slightly over 200, 206.
Wow. And what's the average revenue per client?
We're close to about $1,000 per month.
There we go, guys. And this is
Wow.
why.
So how much would we make? Sorry, Dan. Just wondering how much we would make as a white label.
We'll talk about this in a sec.
Lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll talk about this in a sec. Craig, thanks very much, mate. I really appreciate it. So as you can see, I was pretty damn blown away when Sam showed me this, like literally about 2 months ago. And we've been back and forth And I kind of twisted his arm and said, let's do something here. This is incredible. Let's put together a white label offering. And we're about 6 weeks in. So I'm just intrigued. Can I get a raise of hands or a comment if people are interested in a white label program? Give me, okay, we've got Todor, Tim, Courtney, Bill. Oh, there's only 6 people. Come on, type in the chat box. Hakim, Augusto. Good stuff, guys. All right. So it's going to be around $300 to get your white label dashboard built. And there's also going to be a recurring monthly payment. But this white label offering is literally only 6 weeks old, okay? Which means, you know, if I'm honest, it might be a little bit of a bumpy ride, okay? We're going to have to learn with you, all right? The plus side being you're coming on a grandfather type deal. So the deal won't be as good as it is now forever. And you get a lot of my time and Sam's time, Slack group, weekly calls, etc. So we're going to be working closely with you to help scale. We don't have a fancy pants sales page. So if you do want to get involved, then send me an email here, dan.wardrope@flexdigital.com. Myself or my team will pick it up and we'll get back to you with the details. Or we've also got a Facebook Messenger. If you want to type in, I think we're going to put that into the chat box now. Yeah, and that's just going to pop it in the chat box. So either way, you know, hit us up on Facebook Messenger or send us an email and we'll send you the details of what that looks like. Okay. So any questions? I mean, you guys must be brimming with questions. It's obviously such an awesome offering that Sam's put together here. So fire away. Ask questions, go for
it. May I, let me take over the...
Yes, stop share.
I need you to make me host. Let me share a couple of things. Let me answer some of the questions that have already been asked.
All right, cool. Make host. All right, there we go.
So here is, one of the questions that was asked is it different pricing for different industries? Yes, every industry has a different average order value. And so can you see here what the lead cost is? $76.96. Okay, a roofer will pay that day in, day out happily. But let's say it is a dryer vent company. The lead cost is $25.87. It's a carpet and flooring company. It's different. Bathroom remodeling is $96.82. I've already worked out all the numbers. Everything I do is based very mathematically. Clients need to have a lot of confidence in why we're doing stuff. So everything has been calculated mathematically. When Dan says set up your dashboard, you're going to get your dashboard, which will be customized for you. This is your dashboard, and you'll get all your configurators for all the different industries that you want, because I just showed you a roofing configurator. But if you want to see a solar configurator, this is what a solar configurator looks like. Okay, so it's a custom design for the solar industry. Every industry has a different demo, and that's how we sell this stuff. We give clients, prospects, the configurator, and we say, go through it and let them sell themselves on the process. In addition, you will get your admin portal. So the way it works is, this works as a wholesale program. We're going to give you fixed pricing, and you then put whatever price you want. So when we came to this page right here, so like the build out here is $997. Your wholesale price, currently the promotion that Dan is talking about, we're going to build your configurators for your clients on a white label basis, on a wholesale basis for $500. Okay, one time. And then you can charge 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. I've sold configurators upfront $5,000, and anything above the 500 is yours, obviously. Even the lead fees. We've got a number of different packages. Leads are as little as $3.41, $18 or $25, and you can sell it for whatever you want. So let's go back to roofing. Okay, your lead fee on this would be $18. 18, so $56 is what you keep, and our fixed rate to you would be $18 for the lead, and that's exactly how it works. So you get wholesale pricing, you mark it up whatever you want, you are in full control of it, and you'll also have your admin panel, so you can put in and edit any of your pricing that you want, and it's all displayed and calculated very mathematically, and that's how it works. One of the reasons why this works so well is the client never feels we're making up our numbers. The fact that they can see it visually and they can see their options and make a decision from that is one of the reasons why the sales process is easier and it closes faster.
Sam, so I'm just going to go through these questions and you can answer them one by one.
Okay.
And maybe we can go through the income projection screen towards the end if you want to do that, that is.
Sure.
All right. Okay. So Titus says, can the configurator be installed through GTM, or do you need access to the client's website tech?
For installation, there are two ways we do it. A lot of people, it's a redirect URL, right? So once we build it, we put it on the URL, we give it to the client, and the client installs it. All they're doing is putting two call to actions on their website, one that says pricing and one that says 24/7 instant quote, and it just redirects to the configurator. In cases where the client doesn't have a web developer or is being challenged, they can give us access to their website and we will build and install the link to the configurator.
Cool. All right. Augusto's saying, what is the retainer? I'm not quite sure what that question means. Do you know, Sam?
I do not.
Okay. Maybe you can clarify that, Augusto. Augusto said it's, yeah, okay. He got in late, so it sounds interesting. Okay. So how much time do you spend managing the 206 active clients, Craig asked?
I don't know how much time we spend. We have a team of 33 people, and so our team takes care of all this stuff. We will, as a white label partner, we will go through every lead every month to make sure it's a qualified lead, it's met the criteria, there are no duplicates. We'll release all that stuff. We'll create all your reports, send it to you, and then you can send it to your clients. You do all your billing, everything is taken care of. We build out your configurators, so we manage and become your fulfillment white label partner on the back end.
Okay, so let's say a white label partner came in and landed 100 clients. What would their time? What would they have to do with the clients, and what would that look like?
If you went and got that many clients, well, let's start with one client. You sold it. We would onboard them, customize their configurator with their design, their sequencing of questions, their price estimates. We'd build it, give it to you, get installed, and the client will start seeing more leads and the highest quality leads possible. Every month, we will look at the leads and say, hey, this is they got 52 leads, but only 43 of them were clean leads. So then you build them for 43. You get paid first, and then a week, 10 days later, we get paid. That's how the billing works. Has that answered the question?
I think Craig might be asking, because you're looking after the back end, right, and all of the fulfillment. So what would it look like ongoing to manage the clients that they've landed from a white label perspective? I mean, is it literally just managing the billing? I mean, I can't see much else that the white label partners will need to do apart from close the client, right?
Two things that you want to do. One, of course, maintain the relationship, find out other opportunities. Let's say the configurator is working really, really well. Your clients will come back to you and say, hey, this is great. How do we drive more traffic? And that's something we do not do. So hopefully you have the skill or you're learning from Dan's course on how to drive more traffic, and you start driving more traffic. Your clients will come back to you and say, we want more traffic, we want more leads. And so you want to manage that relationship, you want to manage the billing. In addition, we're constantly building more and more tools, systems, upgrades. So we will keep informing you, and you will inform and build that relationship with your clients.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. All right. What is the split of fees paid by the client? I think you might be talking about what the white label fee is versus the fee that the client gets charged.
Correct. So the way to become a white label partner, you become a white label partner, which is your fixed monthly fee. I know you're running some sort of promo right now, Dan, and then you only pay for any clients. A white label partner will only pay for any clients that they've brought on board. There is no split. This is not an agency program. This is not a commission program. This is we're partners. You get your wholesale rate, and then you go sell it for whatever you want to. So as I explained, you're buying it us for 500. You want to sell it for 1,000. That's 100% markup. You want to sell it for 5,000. That's 1,000% markup. You want to give it away to the client for free. That's totally your choice. Our fee has been fixed. It's not a split or commission. It is you charge your markup on top of whatever our wholesale pricing is.
Yeah, and we've got, Graham, we've got more detail on this if you want to reach out as well. It's probably not a good place to go through all of that right now. So reach out if you're interested. Titus says the monthly fee, access to the client's website, tech installed through GTM. I'm not sure what that one means. You just clarify that, mate.
What that means.
Yeah, what's the monthly fee we have to pay? So there's a white label fee, Hakeem, and then there's a fee that the client that you charge the client, right? So there's two separate fees. If you reach out to us on that, we'll Sam, you might be better at explaining it than me.
Yeah, you become a white label partner. And that's what you pay to become a white label partner, and then depending on the plan, you then decide which plan to put it, how much you charge, and you pay us our wholesale fee.
Yeah, think of us a little bit like Facebook, but way cheaper on your cost per lead. Toro says, is it possible to get translated into other languages? Great question, mate.
Yes, it's absolutely possible to translate in any language.
Awesome. What about my market? What about if my market prefer another language than English? Same answer, really, there. Damo says, is it also available with different currencies?
So right now we've got it for the United States. We're building it out for different countries, but we've got it automatically for Australia, New Zealand, UK, Euro, Canadian dollars, and yes, we can pretty much get it in any currency you want it. So, and you'll get the choice. So, for example, if you look at the lead cost here, it's $76.96, and if I want this in, let's say, Australian dollars, it converts it automatically in Australian dollars. And the conversion is 1.39 Australian dollars.
Perfect. Do we have any impact on pricing estimation, how estimation is calculated? I'm not sure what that one means. Do you know, Sam?
I think so. The pricing estimation is custom built for each client. So you can have two people in the same industry, two roofers, but one is going after a high end, one is going after low end clientele. The estimates are based on exactly that company's estimate range. It will be custom designed for them.
Cool. Do you have any integration of calendar like with High Level, for example?
We've got a couple of clients that we've done integration. It's not a popular thing. That is not the real goal of the configurator. The goal of the configurator is to generate leads and intent. It's not book an appointment. It's, hey, I'm really interested in booking an appointment. We want to make it very easy for them. If an integration is required, and we do have a few clients, we charge a little bit more to do the integration, but it can be done, sure.
Cool. Alexander said, is there going to be a replay? Yes, I think it'll probably come out on Wednesday, Alexander. Okay. Hung Lee says, which niches do you currently have white label ready case studies for?
We haven't, to do a case study requires a bunch of things, but I have one for roofing, flooring, windows. I've got one for a franchise that's a client of ours, where we built it for the franchise, and now everybody in the franchise also uses our configurator. It's a beautiful account.
What about the objection? But these are my existing leads already. Why do I need to pay so much extra for that? I already get those leads.
No,
Good question.
Titus, that's not one of the things that I'm very, very focused on is using the right word. These are not your existing leads. It's your existing traffic, which you keep losing 99% of it every month. They're not leads until you get a name, email, phone number, and every month they keep leaving your site. So that's not a lead. And the whole purpose of this is to convert it into a lead. Does that make sense?
It does. Augusto said, is that a phone call? What is a lead? So yeah, what is a lead? What is an appointment? And what does that look like, Sam?
If you were a client, I'd say, you tell me what a lead is. Is it, we don't deal with phone calls. Somebody has to fill out the form, has to go through the configurator. So on this site here, Dan, you can still see my screen right now?
Yep.
Okay. A visitor comes, they call. They didn't go through the configurator. We have nothing to do with it. We don't get compensated on it. We have zero credit for it. They fill out one of the contact forms. We do not get credit for it. The only time we get credit, and it's a lead, is when somebody has gone through our configurator.
Cool. Where do the lead info go? Where does the lead info go? Like Google Sheets? What does that look like?
No, one of the challenges I have with Google Sheets is the information gets put into a sheet, but very few people I found are able to utilize that information fast enough. They collect the data. One of the criteria of a good lead is that our clients contact them as soon as possible once a lead is generated. So once a lead is generated, we send out an immediate email to the client with all the information like this. So they've got, again, all the information, phone number, address, and all the details that the customer has filled out. In addition, they also get a backend system like this, where every lead is stored, and we collect a lot of data. So every lead is stored, and where we can see the lead, when it came in, what their phone number, email is, what promotion that they did, what selections they made, what their price range is, what type of IP address, what type of device was it, what browser they're using. We're collecting as much information as possible, and the client gets their own dashboard like this, where they can see every lead for every month, how many leads came in, how many booked appointments, and they can see that forever and ever.
Very nice. All right. Jamie says, what is the average website conversion rate for companies that have the configurator on their website?
What is the average? The current average, if you do a search, the industry average is 1.35. 1% to 2.35% is the industry average. I cannot answer that question for you because they're again variables that need to be taken into account. Let me get into this. This client's increased by 208%. Okay, this one was 600% increase. Yes, Their traffic is only 600%. Industry average is between 1 and 2.35%. They're getting a 16% conversion. That is absolutely, this is one of the wildest studies I've ever seen. Even I've been blown away. This is 303% increase. We've seen clients that get 76% increase. I've not been able to find a consistent answer to that. It varies based on industry, time of the year, and how much traffic they have and the type of traffic that they're getting.
Last one. Bart missed a big part. Does it mean we don't have to do lead generation through Facebook ads ourselves? Sam Gupta is doing the lead generation. No, but I think you'll have to catch it. The replay of this, the leads are coming from the client's organic traffic, so there's no ad spend. You can do ad spend. That's like an upsell. Yeah, okay, you've got that. All right, good.
There are two things that are required for lead generation. You need traffic and conversion. The configurator is a conversion system. It's not a traffic system. You still need traffic. So we're saying, let's convert existing traffic on a website. And if we need more traffic, then of course you will need to use Facebook, Google, YouTube, email marketing, SEO, whatever thing. This is not one thing. This is, you need traffic and conversion to generate a good quality lead.
Yep. All right, cool. What does the agency pay for the monthly client fee? Also going back to the previous slide, of the monthly fees look huge in some cases. I'm not sure what he's talking about there. Sam, do you? The monthly, is that the retainer, the monthly retainer?
What does the agency pay for the monthly client fee? The agency pay for the monthly client fee. I see. I think I understand. We have a couple of different plans. Let me share them with you. Okay. So, for example, we've got different plans, and you'll select the plan based on how much traffic they're getting, how many leads they're getting. So let's say we're doing the build out. We're charging you $500 to build out your client's configurator. You're going to sell it for $1,000 to $3,000. The monthly retail, we've got 329 plans, 559, 1249, and 199 plans. You pick and choose which plan you want to put the client on. Okay, so it's not me or Dan saying do this. It's based on your assessment of the client, which plan makes sense for them, their volume. You will select how much you want to charge them and which plan you want to put them on. And this is how it works. Does that answer the question? Yeah.
I think it does. Yeah. Hopefully it does, Graham. Is the fee, the 300 at the beginning, monthly fee for white label for one industry, or can we use it for a few industries then? Yeah. So Damo, you get unlimited clients, unlimited niches with your white label fee, but you're kind of paying the wholesale costs per client that you land, if that makes sense. But what I would say is if you get one client, it covers the white label costs and some. So you just need one client to get ahead.
One client covers it. Now, yes, you get access to any and all industries that you want. For example, tomorrow you say, hey, I want to go after, let's see, real estate. Okay, and you say, I want to do commercial real estate. Okay, our system will calculate all your lead pricing. You can edit it if you want. So instead of $86.26, you want to charge $236 per lead, go for it. Okay, you are in full control of your pricing, and then you'll get your configurator for commercial real estate that you demonstrated. You decide which industries to go for, which ones you want to focus on.
Perfect. Tim Dixon says, for the UK and Europe, is GDPR compliant?
GDPR has so many different components to it. We are compliant for certain things. The rest, as we are learning and as the rules regarding GDPR become much more clear, we keep adding more and more compliance tools. But not only GDPR, GDPR is for the Eurozone nations. Even for California, we have to be compliant. We now have to be compliant with a lot of different countries, especially since we're dealing in so much data.
Yeah, which is why I said earlier on that it's a little bumpy to start with because we're still figuring this stuff out as we build the program. But yeah, we eventually will beat him. Okay, my market prefer another language. Okay, we've got that one. How do we prospect for potential clients? Well, that's a good question, Ben. So as part of the white label fee, you get full training, lead generation training from the Flexxable side of things. So you'll get, all of our cold email templates, how to close, objections. You'll get agency website. You'll get everything you need to be able to close and book a lot of appointments. And that's going to be continually added to as well. So we'll look after the lead generation. Sam will look after all of the configurator build outs, if that makes sense. Hakeem says, I have a code I insert in Google Sheets where as soon as a new lead comes in, then the customer receives a phone call or a text message a minute later. Is there a way to immediately transfer the lead data to such a Google Sheet? I imagine there would be.
Yeah, we've not had that kind of request, but with technology as it is today, I think that'll be a very, very simple task.
Yeah, I agree. All righty. Any other questions, people? Okay, so there is a separate monthly white label fee on top of the monthly client fees. Yes, that's right, Graham. So there's a white label fee, and then there's the monthly client fees, which get paid in arrears. So you'll charge your client, the money will hit your bank account, and then you get charged in arrears from Sam's team. So you'll never be forking out anything above the white label costs. Kim says, how do we onboard a client and what info do we need to collect from them? It's a good question.
It's a big question. That's part of the training on how the process works and how it gets implemented.
All right, cool. Graham, reach out about the white labeling stuff. As I said, we're still kind of putting it together and it's a little bit up in the air. So reach out to us and we'll run through their entire offer with you. It's just too hard to show here. All right, Damo. So as if I understand it, if it is white label, we present it to a client with under our own domain also, correct?
That is correct. Not only are you presenting under your domain, it's your brand. So you're going to take all the case studies, even this portal, when we say we're going to build your dashboard, the dashboard that we have, it's going to have your brand on it. It's your Stripe account. Everything is branded for you. We are your back-end fulfillment partners. So we're not trying to promote ourselves. We're trying to promote you. You make more money, service more clients, which you're good at, and we'll do what we're good at, which is all the geeky type stuff.
Yeah, perfect. How is this different than running remarketing campaigns for them? Well, it's totally different. I don't think I can even answer that one. Sorry, Augusto.
Let me take a shot at it.
Okay.
Remarketing means somebody came to your site, they left. Now you're going to spend more money and effort trying to get them back to convert. I'm saying why not just convert them while they were on your site? And remarketing is just doing the same thing, which is trying to get in front of them again, get their interest again. They're on your site, convert them, and not just convert them into a lead, convert them into the highest quality lead, a very sincere lead, which is a lot easier doing it this way.
Perfect. All right. So we've typed away in the chat box. You've got a link to the Facebook Messenger. You've also got, if you want to get involved, reach out to our team and we'll tell you more about it. And I guess you guys just take it from there. Is there a way to have the configurator live on its own landing page instead of their website? I believe, Sam, that's true.
It is.
Yeah.
Here, Hakeem, if the option is there, think of this in this way. Why not put it both on their website and the landing page as well? The whole goal is to generate leads from anywhere and everywhere. So once it's built, put it instead of or, let's make it and. Of course, considering the situation, things may be different, but if you have the option, let's put it on their website as well as the landing page.
Yeah, I mean, you could even put it in, under their Google My Business listing as well, right? The configurator.
That's correct.
Link to that. That's the other thing, people, is that there's so many opportunities for upsells and cross sells. Like, for example, some of you are great at running traffic. So when they ask for more leads, guess what? You can charge for that. Some of them might not have the CRM set up at all. So you can charge them. You can get a, what do you call it? A white label, high level account and sell them on a recurring fee for that as well. You know, there's so many different things you can do, not to mention pay per lead on top of it, sending traffic to their configurator, right? So it really is a good opportunity. All righty. Any other questions, people?
I know we have one person ready to sign up. Craig, he was willing to pay me $1 million. He said so.
That's right. All right, we'll look forward to your emails, people. And I hope you've enjoyed today. Sam, thank you so much again. You're a legend. I'm thoroughly impressed with what you put together.
Thank you so much, Dan.
Yeah. All righty, everyone. Catch you later. Take care. Bye.